Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar, Unlocking Efficient Water Treatment Design with the NX Filtration Projection Tool. My name is Sergio Gaspari, and I am Advanced R&D Engineer at NX Filtration. I'm based in the Netherlands, and I'm very excited to show you our hollow fiber nanofiltration projection tool. So today will be the first of two sessions. The second session will be on Thursday, the 22nd at 9 CET. And I will be presenting today. And on the Thursday will be Team Lead Process Technology, Anurag Arun. The agenda for today is will be introducing briefly NX Filtration, what we do, our product portfolio, and we will dive immediately into our projection tool, our hollow fiber nanofiltration projection tool. At the end of the meeting, we will have a Q&A where I will be answering the questions. And for the ones that I won't be able to answer, no worries, because personally I will reach out to you and answer your questions. NX Filtration was founded in 2016, and already in 2024 we were able to build our new facility, and going from 10,000 membrane modules per year to 60,000 membrane modules every year, with the capacity to extend up to 120,000 modules every year. This has improved our facility, has improved efficiency as well, because the consolidated our team into one only facility. We are based in Hengelo, in the Netherlands, in the east of the country, and the facility was built and designed with the ESG mindset. In our facility, we have our own in-house water treatment system, where we use our membrane modules to treat nearby canal water, and the water that we produce we actually use for our own production. When we look at the NX Filtration membrane portfolio, we have microfiltration membranes for food and beverage application, wine, dairy. We have ultrafiltration membranes with the cutoff of 10 kilodalton and 150 kilodalton, and is mostly used for removal of suspended solid, bacteria, viruses, and pretreatment for a reverse osmosis system. And now we go into our own, let's say, the main product, which is a nanofiltration membrane. And we have two types of nanofiltration membrane. So we have a DNF80 with the membrane cutoff of 800 Dalton, and a DNF40 with the cutoff of 400 Dalton. The membrane are designed to remove organics from water, as well as micropollutants. When we look at our global install base of hollow fiber nanofiltration project, as you can see here on the map, we have dark blue bubbles, which indicate municipal project, and light blue for industrial projects. As you can see, majority are based in Europe, but our membrane are reaching countries all over the world, from Australia, Indonesia, Japan, Mexico, and North America as well. In order to design those systems, we use our projection tool. And today I will be giving a demo on how to use the projection tool. The projection tool that is available on our website helps to have a preliminary design of the system, and it helps to reduce the lead time and help us as well, you as a customer and user, to have a prompt support from us. I will now switch to our projection tool and show you where to find it and how to use it. If we look at our website, nxfiltration.com, and if you go under products, you will find a projection tool. In this page, there are two buttons, sign in and register here. For the ones that has already an account, you can directly sign in, while for the one that don't have an account yet, you can register, and right after registration, you will be able to use the tool immediately. Once you have the account, the projection tool dashboard will look like what I'm showing you right now. You will have at the top right 3 buttons: home, contact us, and your own profile. In case you have questions when it comes to our technology, or if you would like the projection to be reviewed, or if you want any type of support from us, you can click on contact us, and we will immediately reply to you. You would have then another button, new projection, that is used to create a new projection, and then a button for change the dashboard view. As you can see, the default one is projection view, where you have the list of all projections that you have made so far. And then you have another view, which is comparison view. In the comparison view, you will be able to see a summary of few of the process parameters of the projection that you ran, such as the membrane type that you chose, the total number of modules, the flux of the project, and the recovery and cross-flow velocity as well. Let me go back to the projection view, and I will start with the projection. So in the first page, which is called project, you will be entering very general information, such as the client name, the project name, the location of the project, and then you will be able to select the unit. At the moment, you will be able to run the projection only in the metric system, but for the ones that, let's say, use the imperial unit, we will soon have a imperial unit as well, and you will be able to run the projection in imperial unit as well. So the moment the button next is clicked, the projection is created on your dashboard. So after this window, preparing your project, pops up, this means that the projection is created on the dashboard. In case you stop the projection on the project tab, the projection won't be saved in your dashboard. So if you want your projection to be saved, just make sure to go further at least until the feed tab. In the feed tab, you will have 3 sub-tabs. So the general, micropollutants and organics, and the ionic tab. In this general, you have already some information from the water quality that you or your customer would provide. And the first one would be feed water type, such as, for example, surface water. We would ask you to indicate here the objective of the project as well, and then the design temperature, for example, 20. As you can see here on the right of the feed water type, you have a button, populate default values. So in case, for example, the customer doesn't provide a water quality, or in case you don't have a water quality, or the water quality that you have is not complete, we provide based on the feed water type that is selected, you will be able to have a default water quality already with an ionic balance with some general parameters. And in this way, you will be able to run a projection, even though you don't have a water quality. And I found it quite interesting because it allows you already to get used to the technology with the projection tool and understand better the effect of some process parameters that we will find later in the tool. As you can see, you have the pH value already filled in. For example, turbidity, TOC, but you will be able, of course, to override those values and insert other parameters as well. I will now move to the next tab, which is the micropollutant and organics. In this tab, you will be able to add the micropollutant and organic from this list. We have micropollutants and PFAS included. And we ask to select the type of micropollutant or organics, the unit, and the concentration. In case the micropollutant or organic is not present in the list here, you will be able to insert that parameter into the ionic tab. If we click in the ionic tab and we scroll down, you will have two tables: custom solids uncharged and custom solids charged. In case the micropollutant or organic, for example, is charged, you will be able to enter the name, the molecular weight, the solid density, unit, concentration, and the charge of the, for example, the micropollutants. And once you enter that, we will be able to estimate the rejection of that parameter. When we look at the cations and anions, you will see already the concentration of some of the ions already filled in. This is because in the general tab, we selected the populate default values. In case you would like to change the concentration of that ion, you would just need to click on edit, and you will be able to change the concentration of the ion. If you scroll down in the ionic tab, you will have the total MEQ of cations and the total MEQ of anions. So we have a dynamic check on the charge of the water. So if the water is balanced or not. In this case, the water is balanced. In case the water that you entered is not selected, we have a drop-down list where you can select the ion you would like the water to be balanced with. Just select, for example, bicarbonate, and you click on balance ions. In this way, the concentration of the selected ion will be changed dynamically, and you will be able to move forward to the next step. Until now, we have entered the only parameter for the water quality. So we have asked the user to enter the general parameter for the water quality. We have asked to enter, for example, if the micropollutants are present in the water. From now on, we will move into more the process side of the projection. So we will have to enter, for example, like flow rates, pressure, the type of membrane that you would like to use. So in the membrane hydraulic input tab, you would have to decide if the design should be based on feed or permeate flow rate. What is the flow rate of the system, the number of trains, the permeate pressure, the membrane that you would like to your system design with. So we have a selection of WMC 110 with the surface area of 14 square meter and the WRC 200 with the surface area of 50 square meter. And then number of stages, the type of membrane, the one that I mentioned before, in the presentation. So the DNF40, so the more tight membrane, or the DNF80, the more open membrane that we have. The recovery of the system and the cross-flow velocity. You will be able to enter parameters here on the process. And as you can imagine, there are some validation on the process parameter. So you cannot enter values above a certain value that we generally recommend. And after that, you will be able to go into the next page. So, so far, we were able to enter the parameters that are necessary for the projection to run. So we enter the water quality. We have entered a few process parameters. But as you can imagine, there are quite a lot of calculations that are happening in the backend, because we try to ask the user to enter the least number of parameters. So please be careful while selecting, for example, the feed water type, the membrane type, and the temperature, for example, because based on those temperatures, you will be able to have a certain type of cleaning. For example, for the maintenance cleaning, so the cleaning with chemicals, or you would have a certain type or frequency for the hydraulic cleaning, meaning the backwash. Once we are in the membrane system summary, you will have a calculate button. And when you click the calculate button, you will be able to run the projection. In this moment, our model is running and is estimating what is the water quality, how many modules, and what is the quality of the permit and concentrate quality as well. This type of calculation depends, of course, on how many stages, for example, you selected, how many, let's say, the cross flow that you enter as well. So the time that is required for this calculation might change. One additional thing that I want to bring up here is that we have what we call level of access. So based on your level of access, you will be able to have access to more parameter or not. Once you register, you enter the projection tool as a level 5 user, meaning that you will be able to run the projection as you are seeing right now. The moment you run more projection, the more you get used more to the technology, you will be able to access more parameters as well. So, for example, you will be able to decide yourself how frequently clean the membrane, for example, with a backwash, how often performing like a maintenance cleaning, and which type of chemicals to use as well. In the system summary, after the calculation is performed, you have you visualize a process flow diagram of our system. The type of configuration that you're running the projection is only in what we call feed and bleed design. We generally have two types of configuration, and at the moment, the only configuration that is available on the projection tool is what we call feed and bleed. But of course, we will work in the future to provide you as well with the other type of configuration that we have available. As I said, if in case you have questions after the webinar, please feel free to reach out to us, for example, through the contact us button. In this PFD, you can see the feed flow, the feed pressure, the temperature, the permit flow rate, the permit pressure, so all the flows and pressure that you enter or that are calculated. Just below the PFD, there is a summary of few parameters that you have entered. So the type of membrane, the recovery that you have, and you will see what are the modules in total that are required for this specific system. we show as well the membrane for the module and the total membrane area as well for the system. In the next page, in the result page, you have 3 tabs. So you have the water quality, you have the operational parameter, and the chemical consumption. So in the water quality, you can see what is the rejection of those ions, the permeate and concentrate water quality as well. Of course, the ions that you entered in the water quality tab. And you will be able to see as well, for example, like bulk parameters such as turbidity, total hardness, total alkalinity, TOC as well. In the operational parameter, you will see some process parameter, so output and input that you have entered. So the calculated flux, for example, the cross flow that you entered, the feed temperature, the feed pressure as well, what is the recovery, the circulation flow, for example, in the for the recirculation pump in the each stage of the feed and bleed system, what is the TMP, the maximum TMP that is allowed during filtration, and the concentrate flow and pressure. You will find here the hydraulic cleaning settings as well. So what type of hydraulic cleaning? So in this case, based on the information that we entered, forward flush and backwash with the certain forward flush cross flow velocity, the duration of the forward flush, the backwash flux, and of course the duration of the backwash as well. We will have here a table for the filtration availability, so the time that the system is in filtration, the time in hydraulic cleaning, in maintenance cleaning, and what is the filtration availability and the net recovery. Because the recovery that you entered in the system design is, of course, the gross recovery, but part of, for example, the feed or the permit is used for the hydraulic cleaning or the maintenance cleaning. So overall, your recovery would be slightly lower. The main process equipment, and then the daily volumetric balance with the total feed consumed, net permit produced, and of course, this type of parameter will be provided both per train, and in case you have selected multiple trains, then you have those values per system as well. And eventually we will have the estimated energy consumption as well. So with, for example, the total specific energy consumption of, in this case, 0.26 kilowatt hour per cubic meter of permit produced. We will go now into the chemical consumption tab. So what we call the maintenance cleaning. So generally, and of course, it depends on the type of water that we are dealing with, but high pH and a low pH cleaning is performed. For the high pH cleaning, caustic and sodium hypochlorite is used. And for the low pH cleaning, for example, like citric acid or hydrochloric acid is used. The frequency of the maintenance cleaning as well can vary. It depends on the type of application that you have, what are your process parameters, and then here you will have like what is the maintenance cleaning, the rinse flow, the total time, and then what is the chemical consumption as well. At the end of the projection, you will find a documentation page, and in this documentation page, you will be able to print a report. So you will be able to click on the PDF file, and you will have access to the report. So in this report, you will have access to all the inputs that you have entered in the projection tool. And you will be able to see table format as well, all the outputs, like the tables that I just shown. It is very handy to have those type of report because you will be able then to share those information, for example, with your customer, or in case you would like the projection to be reviewed by us, you will be able to forward the PDF, for example, to us. And we can review that projection together, or we can review that projection and discuss together the results and the outcome. Once it's finished, of course, you can click on submit, and then the projection is done, and you will be able to see your projection in the dashboard. So the demo of the projection tool has finished here, and in case you have a question, please feel free to put in the Q&A, and please just wait a few moments because before the Q&A we would like to do a poll together with you because it would be very interesting for us to hear from you as well your thoughts on the projection tool, maybe some more insights in case you already use the projection tool. So just wait for a few moments until we will be able to pull a poll for you, and you will be able to provide us with some feedback. I already see here the poll. For which type of application do you use or plan to use a design and projection tool such as the NX Filtration Projection Tool? So we have 5 options in this case: drinking water production, wastewater treatment and reuse, food and beverage processes, OEM system design, or multiple and above. This is the first question for the poll. Then we have the second question for the poll. What is your biggest challenge when designing a membrane system? Accurately predicting flux and recovery, estimating removal of micropollutants such as PFAS, optimizing energy consumption and system footprint, comparing different system configurations and scenarios, reducing design and engineering time. So this is the second question. And then there will be the third question, which is, what would be the greatest value of a projection tool for you? Faster and more reliable system, stronger technical justification towards clients or end user, reduced risk when scaling up, easy comparison of operational scenario, or all of the above. So I'll give maybe a little bit more time for everybody to fill in the poll. So the Q&A is now open. So feel free to ask any question. I will try to answer the question that you have. And in case I don't have time, of course, no worries, because we will reach out to you and we will answer directly. As I mentioned earlier, on Thursday, the 22nd of January, we will be having another session for this projection tool. This time will be the team lead of process technology, Anurag Arun, presenting the projection tool. So in case you have further question, let's say, of course, feel free to join I see already a question. Do you provide guidelines regarding the main design parameters to be implemented by the projection tool user? So thanks for the question. That's very useful because I think so. As you saw, there are some default values when you open the projection. So of course you can run with those parameters, but of course, depending on the type of application, for that type of or say for specific application, for example, some process parameter might change. For example, the recovery, the cross flow velocity, the number of stage. So I would, let's say, in case you have like a concrete project, I would recommend maybe to contact us directly because we can definitely help you with that, and we can try to optimize the system and have a better design for you. So I see another question regarding the maintenance cleaning. If you perform a chemical cleaning, for example, using citric acid, the wastewater needs to be neutralized before going to the sewer. The amount of neutralization agents are not included in the tool calculations, right? Yeah, that's true. So the chemicals that we used are let's say that are shown, or the chemical consumption that is shown here are specifically for let's say the cleaning of the chemicals. And as I said before, the frequency of let's say the frequency of the maintenance cleaning mostly depend on the type of water, the process parameter that you select, and of course, if you have specific project, as I said, please click on contact us, and we will be definitely happy to support you with your project. So I have another question. So we have, can you please provide the link for the projection tool? Yes, I will definitely provide you with the link. As I shown in the just as a reminder as well, for maybe for some people that didn't join at the beginning of the webinar, you can find the projection tool on our website. So if you go on nxfiltration.com under products, you will have the projection tool. So I will be putting the link for you as well, so that everybody can access the projection tool as well. I see already that the link has been added, so perfect. Thank you. So we have another question. Would it display membrane tolerances such as iron and manganese? And is there a chance using NX membrane for harness removal? And if yes, is it the same projection tool with the recommended chemical usage, if any? Thanks. So thanks for the question. So when it comes to water quality and tolerance, there are, as I mentioned, for example, for some process parameter, there are some validation that happen in the tool. So of course, if you enter a parameter that is, for example, above the tolerance that we would recommend, you won't be able to enter that value. So you won't be able to proceed with the projection. Specifically for iron and manganese, so there is not a validation on those, because it will mostly depend on some cases. So for those type of application, I would recommend to contact us directly, and with our engineering team, we will be able to work together on this. And for harness removal, so we have, as I shown in the product portfolio, we have two type of membrane. So we have the DNF80, so the membrane that I just ran the projection with. And then we have a DNF40. So the DNF40 is a tighter membrane compared to the DNF80, so a more selective type of membrane. And that one can be used for partial harness removal. And so I, of course, invite you to run the projection to see what is the hardness removal with that type of membrane. And in case of question, please feel free to reach out. So I see already another question as well. The default configuration of the software appears to be feed and bleed. Is it possible to work with the Christmas tree configuration? So thanks for the question. It's indeed, as you mentioned, the type of configuration that is available at the moment on our projection tool is the feed and bleed. So that is the only configuration available. But we have, let's say, we can work on the Christmas tree configuration as well. So in case you would like to have a projection with the Christmas tree design, we can run it for you on our software, offline software, and we can provide you with the report. So if you want to compare the results with the feed and bleed compared to a Christmas tree, we can provide you with that type of configuration as well. But at the moment, there is only feed and bleed. But as I said previously, we will be working on providing you as well with the Christmas tree configuration on the online tool as well soon. So I see regarding input parameter for water quality, the projection tool asks for a concentration of iron 3+. So just iron 3+ is required, not total iron 2+ and iron 3+. Thanks for the question, because that is a good addition to the presentation that I gave. Because when we look at the ionic tab, there are some ions such as indeed the calcium, magnesium. When we look at cations, of course, magnesium, we have sodium, iron 3+, but you are able to add further ions as well. So you will be able to add, for example, iron 2+ as well, if you have it in your water quality. So just go on the ionic tab and click on add, and you will be able to add the iron 2+ if present in the water. So I see, what software access level does a user need to be able to adjust hydraulic parameter like flux? So, in order to, let's say, change the that parameter, specifically flux, of course, you will be able to, you need to be able to change the pressure of the system. So specifically for that type of application, we generally have that level of access for our engineers. So it's of course, let's say, high level of access. But of course, I would be very happy to, in case, have a conversation meeting with you to understand better the need that you have, and then indeed discuss to further upgrade your level of access, or and see. But thanks for the question. So I see that there are no more questions. So I would like to say thank you to everybody who has joined today. In case you have further questions, please feel free to reach out to us through the contact us button. And in case you have, or if you would like to join the next session as well for the projection tool, together with our team lead process technology, Anurag Arun, I will then invite you for Thursday, the 22nd of January at 9 CET. So the webinar is recorded and will be shared with you. So you will be able to watch it again and And I wish you then a very good day to everybody. Thank you.